Hey guys, so before you decide to drop your resignation letter or leave that current employer that is giving you some money, hey, be sure to do these things first. The first thing is to understand why you want to resign. Why do you want to resign? Ask yourself, be honest with yourself, why do I want to resign from this job? There are two major reasons, but there are other reasons why people resign from their jobs. The first might be maybe because they're unhappy on their job. Second of all might be maybe they're seeking better opportunities. But before you resign from the job, have that honest conversation with yourself. If you're seeking better opportunities, right? Do you think changing employers might be the solution? How about you change departments within your organization, right? If you seek like more money, how about you talk to your employer and say, I need a promotion, or I need you guys to increase my salary? But if you think that your employer cannot give you any of those and you're very unhappy on the job, then you can decide to resign. The second thing I would say before you resign from your job is to use your paid time. Like, use that PTO, paid time off, use it. Because before you resign from your job, the best thing to do is to start applying for other jobs. So use your paid time off to start applying for other jobs. Use like your nights to start applying for other jobs. Don't resign from a job if you don't have another job. Like, that is something that I learned. I had to learn it. So I would not advise anybody to resign from a job without having another job. Else, like in very critical situations, then you can go ahead and resign from your job. The third thing I would say is to have savings. Have some savings, because when you stop working, it does not mean that your expenses are going to stop. They are going to continue, slap you left and right. So make sure you have savings that can last you for like maybe 3 months, 5 months, however, because like you don't know how the market is, right? But just make sure that you have some money to pay your bills, because adulthood is a what? Good. Adulthood is a scam. So have some money, my dear brothers and sisters. Another thing that I would say is to talk to your employer, right? Usually, like when people decide to just resign from their jobs, like boom, they just say, I'm resigning. But you're burning bridges if you don't do it the right way. So I would say that before you resign from your job, talk to your employer and say, I actually need to start a new career, or I need to do something. Can you help me with a reference? Everything is not any meeting. Everything is not any. Instead of you like going out, launching that journey yourself and trying to figure it out yourself, your employer, if he or she is understandable, can give you a reference, right? Especially if you want to work in the same industry, they can say, oh, this person works with me at some point and he's a great person or she's a great person, and I think that you, even though I don't know if some employers will do it, but some employers will actually give you a reference if you ask for it. So I would say talk to your employer. The last thing that I would say, right, before you resign from your job is that make sure that you're very sure about the company culture. Like, make sure that you've defined it, because if you've not defined the kind of company culture that you want to experience, right, you would end up realizing that leaving the company that you left, or leaving the company that you're resigning from, like you're leaving to, what they say, fry pan to fire. You're entering fry pan to fire. So if your company has a great culture that you actually enjoyed, you should make sure that the new company that you're going to, either you want to have this same kind of culture or even a better kind of culture. Take notes of all the things that you've learned on your job. Take notes of all the things that were a pain to you, like that were choking you and you didn't like. Take note of all those things that you love, so that on your next job, you're as you're seeing them like this, as you're applying, as you're interviewing, as you're seeing these tiny signs like this, you just know that you're backfiring. You're saying, I don't want to do this job. Or just make sure that you know, because if you don't have these things clearly written down, if you don't really know these things, like, you're just going to get in a big mess. You're going to get in bigger troubles, and I don't think I want that for you or anyone. So guys, as someone who has resigned from a job before, and it took me 1 month to get another job, and that 1 month, that's when I need that my body itches me when I'm not working. Like my body itches me when I'm not doing something mental, when I'm not like, you know, doing something. So just, this is me trying to tell you that if you stay more than 2 months without working, without doing anything, you will start to get really like frustrated. So before you resign from a job, make sure that you are very clear, so that you don't have any regrets in the future. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I hope to see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.